$100 million of sales tax money in the pocket of a developer of a huge metro retail project.
Well, it's been 1 year since the special sales tax collection at Corbin Park started. 41 Action News investigator Andy Alcock takes a closer look at this project to see who is benefiting.
Overland Park currently has 14 projects with special taxing districts approved by city leaders. One of those projects is here at Corbin Park, which has 2 taxing districts. Under that plan, if you shop here, you pay extra sales tax. That money goes into the developer's pocket.
The Corbin Park retail development spreads southeast past the corner of 135th and Metcalf. It features major stores like Scheels and Von Maur, and a new Dave & Buster's is under construction.
It has become perhaps the hottest commercial development in the city at the present time.
Developer Michael Schloop bought the property in 2011 for roughly $8 million in bankruptcy court. The court agreed to keep in place special taxing districts that had already been approved.
What these programs do is it shoulders the burden of development onto the taxpayers, and the developers get to keep all the profit.
Shoppers pay an extra 1.5% sales tax on everything purchased in Corbin Park. Add that to the base Overland Park sales tax rate of 8.85%, and customers pay a total of 10.35% in sales tax.
It really just doesn't make a humongous difference when it comes to making a purchasing decision.
If Schloop's company meets its goals, it could rake in more than $100 million from Corbin Park in the next 20 years. A year into collecting that special tax, the company has already collected more than $800,000. Sound like a win-win? Patrick Toohey of the Show Me Institute doesn't think so. He says tax deals like this one mean cities are picking winners and losers. One developer may get one, while other businesses try to compete without one. Toohey says many developers don't want the risk on projects like Corbin Park without help.
They're not going to do it with their own money. They need some sucker to come along to pour a bunch of money into the project, and too often cities are willing to gamble with taxpayer dollars.
When you're getting subsidized to the tune of maybe $100 million, that's certainly going to help with your bottom line, correct?
Yes.
Tax money can only be reimbursed to developers for specific expenses. When those expenses are taxpayer subsidized, there's more room for profits. About 6 miles south of Corbin Park, records 41 Action News obtained show Schloop is building this 11,000 square foot house on 33 plus acres. Construction started about the same time as the company started collecting the special Corbin Park tax about a year ago. We tried to talk to Schloop about the deal, but he declined. While it certainly appears the Corbin Park deal has been a big winner for Schloop, Councilman Terry Goodman insists it's good for Overland Park as well. With its growth, Goodman points out Corbin Park's property taxes have more than doubled, from $964,000 in 2010 to $2.3 million in 2015. Overland Park's piece of that tax collection has more than tripled, from $76,000 in 2010 to nearly $250,000 in 2015.
Corbin Park has, I think, certainly equaled, if not exceeded, expectations.
Since the economic collapse 8 years ago, Councilman Goodman says it's become more difficult for developers to get the private financing they need for projects like Corbin Park. As a result, he says public-private partnerships like the taxing districts for here at Corbin Park have become essential for economic development. In Overland Park, I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.
Andy, thank you. The man accused of killing Johnson County Master Deputy Brandon Collins used to work for Corbin Park developer Michael Schloop. Federal authorities say Adrian Espinoza Flores may be here illegally, so we asked Schloop on the phone if he has hired other suspected illegal immigrants. He declined to comment, citing a previous statement which says he is working with federal authorities.